Hi friends, I'm going to go over week 9 with you really quickly in case you're working from home this week and you have some questions or anything like that. Okay, so some of us are doing some things in class this week, some of us are doing some things at home depending on how the schedule lays out and which group you're in. So for the first thing on Monday for my Group B friends, you're doing the amendments at home. This is in your Constitution digital foldable. You made a copy of this last week, so this should be in your Google Drive. You worked in it a bunch last week, so by now you should know how to find it and all that kind of stuff, okay? So when you're working on amendments, here are the amendments listed for you in this folder if you need them, okay? This is the page that shows amendments, and then there are 2 pages that go with it, okay? So you're going to choose from the amendments which you feel are most important and explain how they improve the United States government or how it gave us as citizens important rights. So this one is for the first 3 that you choose, and you can just type right in here. And there's another page for the second 2, okay? So you're going to choose 5 total. So that's the amendments. The next one that some of us are doing at home, or no, sorry, all of us are doing this one at home, is how a bill becomes a law. This one's a little bit trickier. If you go down to the folder, you'll notice there are a few resources in here. There's a video clip that I want you to watch at home called I'm Just a Bill. This is a Schoolhouse Rock video. It's kind of cool. And then there's this too, which is basically some diagrams to help you with the process and show you the process of how a bill becomes a law. So the video is right here, already linked in here. And then I give you all of the steps for how a bill becomes a law, and I give you a few diagrams. So in your notebook, on your How a Bill Becomes a Law page, like I said, this one's going to be a little bit more challenging. You're going to basically type out and draw out, whoops, wrong one, sorry. Here we go. The path that a bill would take in order to become a law. So I give you kind of like a general diagram, but you can use some of these as a resource, and you can zoom in on these in your Chromebook too, or you can just kind of go step by step. Okay, so it's introduced in the House and then it's sent to committee. So however you want to do it in here, you can. Remember that in Google Slides, you can insert different things. So I can insert a text box and type, this isn't necessarily right, but I'm just giving you an example. Or maybe I want to put a border around it or fill in the background so it stands out as its own thing. And then maybe I want to insert a line, but I want it to be an arrow because it's going to connect down. Okay, so you should be able to kind of draft your path your own way on here as almost like a little coloring sheet of sorts. Okay, so this is what you're going to do for how a bill becomes a law. You're just going to map out the path, and like I said, there are resources in Schoology to help you figure out what the path is. The other thing, whoops, I have to go back, that we're going to do for week 9 at home is our main principles tab on in our Constitution foldable. So if you scroll through, this one is just 1 page. It says explain each of these main principles expressed in our, oops, I should say our, I have a typo, in our U.S. Constitution. So if you don't know what these things are, there is a folder in Schoology in the week 9 folder that says main principles in U.S. citizenship. You're going to go in there. I have the reading for you, and then I have a link of me reading it to you, okay? So they're broken down by each one. So popular sovereignty is explained there. Popular sovereignty is explained, or you can write it out here, okay? Just make sure you're not plagiarizing, so you're not just copying it from the text. You're fully understanding what the text says and then coming up with your own explanation. So that is the one for the main principles, okay? And the second piece to that is doing the U.S. citizenship. So the last page in your foldable actually is the types of citizens and then duties of citizens and how citizens can influence government. So going back, this one is 1 folder for main principles and citizenship. If you go in there, oh, I don't have it in there yet, but I will by the time you watch this. I'll have the citizenship information there for you to add, okay? Last thing for the week is working on your Fright Right assignments, okay, Bill of Rights Fright Right assignment, and I'm going to introduce this in class for you. So notice whether you're in Group A or Group B, I'm going to introduce it in class for you so you kind of know what to do and what to expect. It's supposed to be kind of fun, but if you look in the folder for week 9, the assignment is listed here as well. So basically you're making a comic related to what life would be like if our Bill of Rights basically was abolished or taken away. Okay, and there's a rubric there for you. So we're going to work on this for a few days in class and at home as well. Okay. All right. I hope you all have a fabulous week. Email me if you have any questions.